no idea how long this is one is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? This is one of them ones though. You know what I'm saying? This is all about denormalizing toxic behavior. You know what I'm saying? We are under the impression that you can just, quit porn, quit drinking, quit smoking, start working out, eat your vegetables, start grilling your chicken, and your whole life is gonna be fixed. But there's a reason why you like fried food. There's a reason why you're addicted to certain toxic behaviors. There's a reason why you're addicted to certain toxic people. There's a reason why you don't value yourself. There's a reason why, and the list just goes on. And that's all what shadow work is all about. But sometimes you can't even get to the root of your problem with shadow work because you don't even know that that thing was a problem because it's normalized. What do you mean? I was gonna say the age of consent, like how the age of consent in some states is still like 16, but I'm gonna wait, because that has to do with stuff that's in here. So let me just start off. You know what I'm saying? Everything we've been doing is crazy. So if you ever wanted to know why you're crazy, if we're crazy, if like, am I crazy? Yes, you are probably crazy. Yes, that's right. Because everything we've been doing is crazy. And it could start on a mundane level, like, the school systems and the way public school works and stuff like that. You could start on a mundane level like that. You could start to get more personal, like the way that our parents treat and talk to us. You know what I'm saying? All the negative experiences that happen to us, and we have to just kind of like act like, oh, it's no big deal. That happens to everybody. But it's like, yeah, but it'll be something bad that happens, something extreme, and it's like you expect it to just shake it off like Mariah and keep it pushing, because it happens to everybody, but it's like getting shot. It's like, niggas get shot all the time, B. Like, no, literally, that's literally a line in the normalization of things is why we can't get to the root of our problem. So I basically just said that. We are living in a reality without the proper context. That's why we say dumb shit. Like, oh, I don't know why niggas wear Louis Vuitton and stuff. You never see no billionaires doing that. It's like, yeah, nigga, because you know what they do with their money? They go to like a whole village and buy them and sell them and stuff like that. That's what they do with their money. You talking about this nigga ain't wearing no Louis Vuitton. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? These niggas own factories where it's nothing but like little kids in there work. You know what I'm saying? You talking about he don't got no Louis Vuitton. The nigga who, you may not be open to understanding certain things because it would reveal a lot to you. What does that mean? Like, when niggas be saying like, yo, that nigga Boozy, when he's doing that stuff with his son, like, that's crazy. Like, what do you mean you about to pay strippers to like dance on your son or suck your son dick? I forgot what he said he wanted to do with him. Like, what do you mean? And niggas be like, man, that's what happened with me when I was 13. Like, like, yeah. So you're not open to understanding that what happened to you is crazy as hell. And that's probably where your craziness comes from. That's why you might be like a sexual deviant right now. Because at 13, someone is paying a stripper or someone is finding some older woman or something to get with you, which is crazy, but we gonna get there. So many things happen to us so commonly, we just start to think it's normal. I have a theory that seeing celebrities at a young age exhibiting the same crazy ass behavior also helps with the normalization. When teen movies, shows, songs are filled with like sex and violence, it helps normalize all the sex and violence in your life. You know what I'm saying? Then you start to look at a lot of things differently when you start to denormalize the behavior, I'm gonna get to that. As kids, we're not even used to being talked to in a loving way. That's why when you see me making the videos, you see me smiling, you see me laughing and stuff. Especially because these are heavy topics, I'm trying to approach it very lightheartedly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep the energy light. And the reason why I'm doing that is because once I personally denormalize the way that we just get spoken to, like, there's so many memes of like stereotypes of like how black moms or how Jamaican moms or even like how Latin moms or something, how they talk to their kids, and it's just yelling, it's just screaming, they just berating them. You know what I'm saying? I hope I said that right. They're just berating them. It's like, yo, you don't even realize that energy affects you. I always talk about it. It's the same way when you speak to a plant. If you go up to the plant and be like, yo, you a good looking motherfucker every day, the plant gonna start to look better because you're sending it positive energy in the way of your words, your voice, your vibration coming out your mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're sending a positive energy. We've been getting a lot of fighting words growing up. You know, people always attacking you, people always coming at you. So that's why, you know, you end up being so defensive, because niggas have been throwing darts and swords in the form of. So now it's like you have your shield up to protect yourself. Some parents confuse material love for real love. And I think this is why we are open to being materialistic. Okay, and this is why I think we're open to having materialistic, like romantic ideologies, but not real love in any way, shape, or form. So it's like you might let somebody buy you a nice gift. You know what I'm saying? You might let like a nigga buy you a Louis bag or something. But if that nigga tried to help you, if that nigga tried to like, you know, really help you with something serious, or really try to get like too close to you, you might still push him away, because you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like you might be open to that material love, or like, but you might not be open to like what's genuine, what's unconditional, because you just may not be used to it, you know. Um, that's just a random example because I just thought of that at the top of my head. I'm just trying to use an example. Just setting out a disclaimer. I hate that I got to do a million disclaimers, but niggas that try to attack you for anything. And I'm just coming from a place of understanding, which is a place of love. You know what I'm saying? Um, so let's get started. I'm about to switch platforms, so the video quality might look a little different, but I need to show videos of what I'm talking about. All right, hold up. Okay, we good. We good. We had to switch to Zoom. All right. Now, I forgot the last thing I was saying, but now we about to use celebrities as a symbol of all the behavior that we've normalized. Not all of it, but some of it. You know what I'm saying? Just things that I want to point out. And these are the things you may not be open to understanding, but these people are just like us. They're victims just like us. They're victims of the same things we are. We don't even know that we are victim because we think this shit is normal. First of all, this is a classic. And I hate that I have to do this to a classic, but yeah. First of all, what kind of energy are you getting from this? You know what I'm saying? This should be simple. You're immediately getting sexual energy, lust. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, if I don't catch myself, I might end up watching the whole thing, because the melanated people, the black people in this video are beautiful. And I just love the way black people used to look in these times. I just love the fashion. I just love the way we look. I like the way the women do the makeup. I like the way that their body is real and they don't look like a Mondo burger. You know what I'm saying? So let me just skip ahead. Okay. This is my problem right here. Why is this baby in this video? Why is this child in this video? Do you know what I'm saying? This ruins the song for me. You know what I'm saying? This kind of ruins it a little bit, because I never realized he was a child, because when this came out, this nigga was older than me. And now, of course, he's a grown ass man and stuff now, but right here, he's about 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? Why is this 16-year-old in the club with these women? So when our tongues touch, have a blade or stick it much, roll a Dutch, let me tell you, it turns me. Why is he rolling a Dutch? 112 scene. Why is he telling someone what turns him on? What kind of feeling do it bring to you? I pump hard to you, but look how young he looks. It mean to you. I know the ice rolling clean to you. A true player is what I seen to you. Why is he not at home doing his homework? Doesn't he have homework? And if you want it, we can do it. Son, I don't think y'all understand, you know what I'm saying? Because when we was these ages, we was wilding. But one day I walked and like went to my mom's house and see my little brother. And I was looking at him and I'm like, how old is he now? And he was like 16. And I was like, that's what a 16-year-old looks like? Like, do you just have a baby face? I'm like, yo, let me see some pictures of you and your friends. And he's like, show me. And I'm like, this is what a 16-year-old looks like? And then even when I be watching the NBA and looking at the rookies and shit, and I'm just like, damn, am I getting old? Like, I'm just, you know, I'm in my mid 20s. So it's like, I'm not that much older than these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I only got like a decade on these niggas. So it's like, why does he look so much like a baby? And then I started realizing he is a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting to think if you under 25, you might be a minor. Like we like we talking about 18 and under is a minor. It's like, nah, I'm starting to think if you under 25, you're a minor. That's just one of my theories. But this nigga is 16. Like, I'm just trying to say I realized 16 was a baby by looking at my little brother. You know, I feel like a lot of parents could probably relate to that. They could see their kids, or like even if your kid is only 3, you start to be like, damn, 3 is kind of retarded when you 3. And then you probably start to wonder, like, damn, why was my mom putting so much pressure on me? It's like I was only 3, you know. But okay, all right, that's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's just the the start of the madness. You know, let's look at some other cases of people who are living your life. These are symbols of people because he is just a person. Like, adults brought him there. Adults signed him to that record contract. Adults put him in that studio. Adults put him in that video. The same way Boozy put his son in them same situations is the same way people be putting us in them situations. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody be looking out for us and being like, yo, maybe that's a child. Maybe that's a minor. It's like, that nigga is a minor. And that will just slip right past your mind because you see it so much. You see all the other 16-year-olds around his time that was making music was on the same type of time. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, 16 is young as fuck. And you could say a whole bunch of things, you know what I'm saying? But these things do affect niggas, and they don't affect niggas in a positive way. So you could try to be like, oh, we men, or the times was different, or whatever excuse you try to say. It's like, when you were a teenager, you just horny. But I don't know, man. These shits really, really do affect niggas. You can see it in the way that niggas just be drinking and or just using all types of whatever substance it is, whether you using women, whether you using uh some sort of physical substance like weed, alcohol, whatever. But just niggas is definitely battling shit like this, and I feel like it comes from these type of situations, and we don't realize it because we just think it's normal. And if it's another woman, we just feel like we a player or something, I guess, but that is insane to me. This is the one though. This is the one. Oh, now we told son, son, this is a baby. My niggas ain't no joke. No. Look at the fence and look at him. Son, like, he's wearing Hollister, but he got this from the kid section. He didn't even get this from, that's not even a small, that's like a large in kids. Fuck around, don't fuck around, fuck around and get smoked. But this is us again. Look, who shot this video? Who put him in the studio? Who helped him get that money? You know what I'm saying? Where's his parents? Why is he not at the Boys and Girls? I have so many questions. Why is he not at the Boys and Girls Club? But this is you. This is you, gangster. This is you when you was 13. You thought you looked different? No, this was you. You should have been getting light, but you shooting. Why are you shooting? This is the, like... I'm rolling, all my niggas rolling. Bro, and yo, we really all like family and shit. It's so crazy because we really are like family. Because I know like 20 niggas who have the same exact fucking face. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I remember one day, like, a switch just hit. You know what I'm saying? It was like one day I just woke up and my friends were like drug dealers and they had guns and drugs. And we were a little younger than this, but look how young this is. Look how little these kids are in the back and stuff. And the same way he got that water cash, the same way he got that watch and stuff, that's how they were. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what I would try to do, no matter what like idea I would try to come up with to be like, yo, this is not it, man. We gotta, like, it's like it would just wouldn't work, and things would just get worse and worse and worse until I'm like 15, 16 on a basketball team with niggas, and niggas is like pulling up in stolen cars for us to be riding around, after practice and shit, in a fucking stolen car at 16, you know what I'm saying? But remember, at 15, 14, 13, like I don't even know how old this nigga is. He might not even be a real drug dealer. He might be a goody two-shoe motherfucking kid. And he could just rap, and some niggas gave him some glasses, and they wad of cash and they big ass watch. But he is a symbol for there's real versions of him all over the urban neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? They are lost, young niggas just looking for love. I feel like that's how I feel like we were, just lost and looking for love without knowing who we are. And when you start to denormalize all of this, like nothing about this is normal. Like niggas love to say stuff like, the 440 hertz, which I'm not denying, it's science, it's 100% true. Shit like the 440 hertz, the root chakra with the drill music, and this is why niggas be wanting to shoot and kill each other. They see the rappers do it. Yes, that's all true, but you know, let's ask. I don't even think niggas be asking the important questions. Where does a 13-year-old get a gun? I'm telling you, my friends just popped up one day with guns, and I didn't know what because niggas is a year older than me because my birthday's in September. So by the time like the school year start, everybody is, let's say, 13. I'm turning 12. You know what I'm saying? So niggas was always a little more advanced than me. You know what I'm saying? One day, like we all think girls got the cooties. Next thing you know, I'm at the sleepover and I'm the only nigga there not trying to get his dick sucked. And everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, damn, I came over here to watch Kung Fu Panda and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talking about you weird. I'm like, I'm weird. It's like, y'all niggas weird. I wasn't expecting this because I would be like 11 while some niggas was like 13, 14 because just the way your birthdays, kind of line up. Plus, niggas stay back. Plus, you just be around. I feel like during those years, you just be around all different types of age ranges, depending on niggas having different types of siblings. And so you might have a friend that's 11, then his brother's like 14. So, that's not too far off. So, yeah, these people are symbols for us. And whoever gave them guns, whoever put the drugs in these niggas' hands and all that, it's like somebody who wasn't looking out for us. There was like no protection, nothing there. So niggas could be like, the song and stuff was doing it. Yeah, the song does play a part, but I don't even feel like it plays a major part because before this, everything about this is crazy. Why is the baby rolling off a pill? Remember, this is a baby. He look even. I can't even get the words out. Look at this nigga right here. Look at this nigga right here. But look at this nigga. He doesn't even look like he's 5'8". He looks like he still hasn't even hit his growth spurt. Like, look, he look lanky, like he gonna be tall as fuck, but he ain't never even hit his growth spurt.
Better chill, my niggas in the field, we might get killed. Pancake ass niggas, I keep this shit real. 40 hit his face, BB.
Is nobody concerned? And we'll see this stuff and turn up to it and be like, yo, that little nigga hard. Because we see so many, like when rappers be like, yo, the shooter can't read and write, but he'll squeeze his pipe. It'd be a nigga like this. Like I got friends like that. Niggas that will shoot, that do shoot, that shot, kill niggas, but before they was like 15, 16. Niggas that's like 16 getting into shootouts and shit like that. But that's insane because a 16-year-old is a baby. But I feel like if we was denormalizing some of this, we might start looking at it like, nigga, we living in some sort of Holocaust or something right now. And we may not look at it like that because we got cell phones and shit. But look at this. The baby is rolling off a pill. Is no one concerned? Am I the only one concerned? Maybe I'm crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm open to being crazy. But that's insane. You know what I'm saying? But this is us. This is us as 13-year-olds in the neighborhood doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember doing all types of shit. And you know why you're doing it? Because you're retarded and all your friends are retarded. When you and your niggas is like the niggas who be in ISS, and y'all the niggas who be like in the little classroom down the hall with the two teachers and stuff like that, you gonna do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you a kid, you gonna do dumb shit regardless. So you be like, oh, let's go rob the bodega with the big steak knife. And a lot of times when you be seeing these videos of niggas in jail and stuff, you be like, yo, they seem so goofy. Like, what the fuck? They don't even look like they should be in jail. It's because niggas went to jail for dumb shit, like driving in a stolen car, driving without a license, robbing the bodega with the big steak knife. Like, just being young and dumb because it's somebody like this.
Beat you his ass like a grill. Y'all niggas ain't real. Lame niggas get killed. I'm here for real.
You just go to the video and you already see it's no good. And look at this baby in the background. Oh, I'm scrubbing, so you can't see. I'm about to mess it up, but look at this baby in the background.
I try to make the next motherfucking scene up there.
Now,
Now,
I'm jumping around ages. You know what I'm saying? I went from 16, which is still a baby, to like, I think Little Mouse was 13. It don't matter what he was. All of this is crazy, but I think he was 13. I want to say Bobby Smurder was around 17 or 18 right here. And when you get to like these ages, especially I feel like you was in the hood, you almost get that Jody from Baby Boy treatment where it's like, man, you're a grown ass man now. But some niggas be grown ass men at like 13. Honestly, a lot of us was never really kids. I ain't even gonna lie. Niggas was doing grown shit at like 7, at 8 on some Riley Freeman shit. So we don't realize that even though he is 18 and he is of legal age, he is still a baby. So everything that he is doing, maybe aside from smoking and maybe even aside from drinking, because you know what I'm saying, whatever, is insane. Like why is everything in this song a confession that was used in court? And he was doing this at like 16, 17, 18. How much money is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I see these people, they're definitely symbols for what I'm talking about, because I'm telling you, it's like, these are just people I feel like I know. I feel like I know all of them, and not in a fanboy type of way. And these are the same niggas that you be seeing in the hood with the same hairstyles, living the same life, under the same poor experience. And if you actually watch Bobby Shmurda on Mike Tyson, he'll tell you how traumatized he is from going to jail at like such a young age. You know what I'm saying? Going to jail from like 12, 13. He's like, you always in and out of jail. And it's like I just know so many people with that story, and it's just like, you know, why it happens so much, it just almost become normal. We just be like, oh, well, that's a jail nigga, or oh, that's just, you know, how it is. He's a troublemaker or whatever. No one even questions why a 12-year-old is selling drugs enough. You know what I'm saying? Or if they do, I don't think they do it enough. Or why a 12-year-old would even be going to jail when he's like 12 or 13. Like, like, wait, like what kind of rehabilitation is that for like a 12 or 13-year-old? Someone who probably shouldn't even be all the way left alone like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. I hope someone else is seeing this and feeling like I'm crazy. But this is the one I really want to get to. I remember when niggas are doing shit like this on YouTube.
Yeah, man. What you laughing at, man? How you get that? You get that? You understood that? You sucking on clips out of that fight?
He's gonna say it in a second, but Lil Twist is 15. But look how much of a baby he looks like. So remember, he's basically the same age as little ZANE in the first video.
Oh, yeah, it's what?
18.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh my God.
You see that right there? Let's run that back. Let me show you who you are and who the negative influence is. And sometimes you can be fucking both, because all we do is fucking repeat behavior until somebody's ready to break the cycle.
Oh, you were 12?
15.
This is you, the young, innocent kid, probably just like video games. You might even have a little girlfriend, but y'all on some hold hands, peck type of thing, talk on the phone type of thing, you know what I'm saying? As a kid should be. You know what I'm saying? You got your nice little swag and stuff, but you ain't you a kid, so you're supposed to be acting like a kid. He should be more at this time worried about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on PS3 than having sex, honestly.
Huh? Oh my God.
You hear Wayne with the subtitles like, "Oh, you 15, you ain't fucking yet." Those are our cousins. Those are our uncles. Sometimes I could even be your dad. You know what I'm saying? Those are the niggas who play the same role as Little Boozy does. Like I remember stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like even watching this right now, I'm like remembering things in my mind of being in these exact same situations and being like in a position a little twist, but being even younger. Like I will remember and see people, I'm tall, you might not be able to tell, but I'm like 6'4". So I've always been tall. So it's like people would always forget my age due to my height. So I remember like my stepfather friends and stuff would be like coming to the house and they would be on some shit like, "Oh, you don't see the neighbor down the hall? Like you're not trying to hit that?" And I would be on some shit like, "I'm 11." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not really. I'm low key in a place where I still kind of feel like bitches got the cooties, but I'm 11, not really. And they will kind of be looking at you funny and kind of be pushing the same type of conversation, you know what I'm saying? And I can't even say they're trying to do it in a harmful way because they honestly don't know no better either. Because at one point, they was the little twist and someone was the little Wayne to them. And I'm telling you, it's just a non-stop cycle. And it will be nothing, it will be constant like that. It's like, all right, I don't see them niggas for a while, they come back. And it's like, you go to that school with all them like Puerto Rican girls and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? You ever thought about fucking none of them? You ain't fucking none of them or nothing like that. And it would be like, now I'm 12. So uh I wasn't really thinking about that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I wasn't really thinking about that because I'm 12. But, I don't know if that's something I'm supposed to be putting in consideration. I've only been 12 for a few weeks now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now getting the hang of it. Is that something a 12-year-old does? You guys have all been 12 before me. Is that where I should be putting my focus? Okay. So it's crazy how this video just brought back them scenes in my mind. But you've probably been through the same shit. That's what I'm trying to say. This is where it comes from, but keep watching.
You bet. I'm on the radio. Because I'm fucking at 11.
Pay attention. Pay attention. First of all, that's fucking crazy. But notice how he gotta like take a drink after he say it.
I had Nate at 15, nigga.
This is no disrespect to anybody. You know what I'm saying? My mother's side of the family started from my grandma being 16 years old. I'm one of them niggas who had like a 30-something-year-old grandma. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not disrespecting nobody when I be like, oh, them getting pregnant and stuff in high school and all that's kind of a little crazy. But it kind of is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say it in a judgmental way. I'm saying it in somebody should have been there to protect us to kind of prevent those type of things from happening type of way.
I had my daughter when I was 15.
But look at his face. Look at how he's like, yo, I don't really know about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more worried about Modern Warfare 2 and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm 15. I know you may be feeling like that's old. But I'm not really ready for that. That's all that his face says. And that was probably your face at one time.
It ain't because you a male. It ain't because you 15. You're supposed to, because you're young money.
He said 15 like that's old.
You're supposed to. Fuck that shit, man. I stuff up. I got raped when I was 11, 12.
Run that back.
When I was 11, twist. I got raped when I was 11, twist.
That's a lot of our stories, bro. That's a lot of our stories. That's a lot of our stories. And niggas don't realize it. And he didn't even say like, yo, I had sex. He literally said I got raped.
I loved it. I ain't never pressed charge. I'm gonna do you like baby them did me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas and shit too in that bit. I never forget the word. Suck la wine la dick.
Look how niggas is laughing. They laughing and stuff because they probably remember when stuff was happening to them. Or they just think it's cool. They think it's normal for an 11-year-old to be going down, like for some grown woman to be going down on an 11-year-old.
On the couch, everybody in that bit. I mean, was like talking, girl with your good dick. Girl, you know you suck with your good dick, suck on that. Boy, that bitch suck on nigga. Have a nigga, suck like wine that dick. I'm sitting there like, sure, yeah. Suck that. I ain't never had this happen.
Listen to his voice. Listen to his voice.
I ain't never had this happen.
That's pain, bro.
In front of G, oh my God, that was the best ever, boy. I walked out that bitch, I felt like I killed 5 niggas, ran through 3 banks, boy. You don't understand. I was a different man after that. I was Lil Wayne. I was a different man after that. I was Lil Wayne. After that, yeah.
So I'm about to go to another Lil Wayne video in a second, but just peep that. You know what I'm saying? And to even stay on Lil Wayne for a second, just using him as a symbol. Lil Wayne is a drug. Hold on. Before I get to Lil Wayne, before I keep going on Lil Wayne, I don't want to forget this. Okay. I love how you can just type in stuff on Google and you don't have to, you could be as specific. So it's like, look at this. Again, I don't even want to zoom in too much, but it's like, why are these kids doing that? So when you see stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? When you see stuff like this, it don't even, and you see it in like a magazine or something, it don't even, it makes you feel like, oh, well, your brain knows that adults took this picture. Ooh, let me not even leave it on there because that just looks crazy. All right, let me stop sharing the screen. Your brain knows that adults took this picture. Your brain knows that like adults and all that is just responsible for everything that's going on. It already knows that without even seeing who was involved. Because it's gonna just guess that, you know, them niggas is like 12, 13, 14. Like, them niggas don't have no camera, no machines to make no magazine or nothing. So when your brain knows that, it's going to automatically just be like, okay, adults doing this to kids must be normal. So when something like, so when a motherfucker tell you to get naked and take a picture of something like that, you'd be like, oh, I guess we just doing what they was doing in the immature photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody ever stopped to be like, hold up, what is going on right here? Like I'm chuckling and stuff, but like none of this is funny. Like all jokes aside, like these are the things that plague niggas' minds and niggas don't realize. These are the things that is subconsciously hidden. These are the things, like I'm telling you, niggas think you fighting white supremacy. You fighting this. This is what you fighting. This is what causing niggas to drink. This is what causing niggas to just be angry all the time. You don't even know why you're angry. When I say niggas, I'm being gender neutral. It's so many subconscious things, bro. The reason why you may not have the body that you want to is because if you've been like, you could have been abused and start programming yourself to have like what you would deem an unattractive body to kind of repel people away. That's how strong the mind is. So imagine what you could be like if your mind is so strong that it could keep your body looking a certain way. Imagine what it could be doing for the rest of your reality. That's why we have to realize this. You got to be open to understanding what I'm saying, that this shit is crazy. I know you feel like you was the nigga like who was playing it cool or whatever. I know you think that, you know, you was 15, 16 in high school with some like 28-year-old drug dealer. You think that shit is cool, but it still affects you somehow because it's not normal. So it does affect you subconsciously. And that's why shit ain't going all the way for you like you wanted to. You might have money, you might have your business going well, you might have even certain like I can't hold on. You might be doing well monetarily, you might have material things, you might have a nice house, you know what I'm saying? But there's certain things that might still plague you. You don't even realize like why you want to drink, why you want to always go out, why you want to not go out, why you want to treat yourself a certain way, why you allow yourself to be treated a certain way. And sometimes when you do have nice things, that makes it even worse because it's like I feel like you could be under the illusion that everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everything gotta be good. Nigga, I own a Benz. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might even work harder to get these nice things to create the illusion for yourself because your mind is just starting to trying to protect you. Like, nah, nigga, let's get you a Benz. Let's get you a successful business. Your mind will work that hard to get you a successful business, make you successful, just so you're not thinking or remembering about what the fuck was going on. So you never look at yourself as the little Zane around a bunch of naked women and stuff and seeing and being like, yo, that is insane. Like, that's crazy. You're like, you don't look at yourself as the little Wayne, you know, going through what he just described. And stay now going back to staying on the topic of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is a drug addict. Like, this is public knowledge. He is also a sex addict. Like, Lil Wayne is my favorite rapper, but if you listen to him, he's definitely like a sex addict. That's why he raps about pussy, pussy, pussy so much. But people who usually been abused, that's usually like a side effect. Um, if you look at his over the top tattoos and stuff, you can sometimes you can kind of look at that as like, you know, and he's gonna see you'll see why I say that, but not having like creative freedom or expression or even just trauma in general. People with a lot of trauma may get a lot of tattoos, or if you're creative or you've been suppressed somehow, it's like you got to make shit go over the top to try to kind of like rebel. And Lil Wayne is an example for like people that we know. He could be your cousin. He could be your brother, and you don't know why your brother is like, why he can't leave them drugs alone? Why all he doing is chasing after women? Why blah, blah, blah. All you start doing is judging them because that's what you've been taught to do. But nobody is just born this way. There's a reason why people do the things they do. Your understanding of that may help you with the understanding of yourself. You know, understanding that a lot of this shit, like I keep saying, is not normal. It's crazy. It should have never been happening. It has no business happening. And at some point, you got to be open to understanding that so you can help remove it from your programming. So you can open the floodgates and be like, wow. So you're saying that shouldn't have been happening? So you're saying nobody was looking out for me? So you're saying that I was being abused and taken advantage of? And once you can kind of come to terms with that, you can go into acceptance. You know, you can go through all the other stages. You might have a breakdown. You might start crying. You might all feel all different types of emotions. That's normal because that's a part of release. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I used to think I was good. I've done a lot of work. I've done stuff like lose a lot of weight. You know, if you've been watching my videos and stuff for a while, you would know, like I talk about the shit all the time, you know, lose weight, you know, I done got healthy and had a lot of physical changes, had a lot of internal changes, you know what I'm saying? But once I realized that certain things I experienced are actually crazy as hell because I realized they wasn't normal, then I started realizing like, yo, I got a lot of work to do. But then I started realizing how these things are the root of some of the things that hold me back today. You know, just like you hear so much negative talk from your parents. Like my dad would always be, anytime I did something good, he would always try to shoot it down. Like, oh, you got 100 on your test? It's because you cheated. You know, when you hear stuff like that, it starts to steal your confidence. And confidence is like an energy or like a power that you need. And when it starts to steal it, it's like now you don't have the confidence you need to put your best foot forward. So it's like you have to go get it back. You have to find it within yourself because it was taken in the first place. And you might not even realize that because you think getting spoken to like that is just normal. I'm telling you, when I watch these memes of like how Jamaican parents, because I'm Jamaican, so I'm gonna use that specific example, talk to their kids, I'm like, bro, no wonder why niggas is so defensive. No wonder why kids was going to school and fighting all the time. because you're not really trying to fight that girl in your class. Because what y'all gonna be fighting about? Oh, she put her pencil on my desk or whatever, or like, we trying to fight. We just trying to fight somebody because we so used to getting attacked. So we just want to fight back. We just want to get our licking. We angry. We having all these things happen to us, and it's building up anger because subconsciously we know it's not right, but consciously we think it is, and it's making us angry. It makes us bitter. It makes us not value ourselves. That's why it's like you'll be 30 and instead of trying to start a business, try to get a good job or something, you might be like, man, I'll just work at the grocery store. Not saying anything is wrong with that, nothing like that. You got to do what you got to do. But you might be settling for that when you could do so much more because you might see yourself as a ex-con, or you might just have never. You don't even, you know what's crazy? You don't even have to never have gone through none of that. You might even have a degree, but you still might not see yourself in a positive light because no one ever put value on you. And even if they complimented you, your parents bought you stuff, they still didn't put that value on you if they wasn't there to protect you from these things. And the fact that they wasn't, you subconsciously see yourself as not as valuable because you're like, yo, if I was more valuable, somebody would have came to my rescue. Somebody would have never let that happen, So that's where we start to make those negative decisions. That's why we'll just be dating anybody, or we'll just let anybody into our life, or we'll just work anywhere, or just let our boss be talking to us crazy. We won't even be making a lot of money. Well, we'll just do it because we already used to being at home and somebody talking to us crazy. So we're just subconsciously still trying to feed that same energy. Oh, I'm used to a motherfucker yelling at me and verbally abusing me, so that ain't no problem. And when you start to value yourself more, it's like, shit, I feel like some of the niggas that was babysitting me shouldn't have even been allowed allowed around children. And I say that in a joking way, but I'm so serious. Like, I don't even think a lot of them niggas was right in the head, to be left with kids for extended period of time. That's the type of things I'd be looking. I'd be like, even my teachers and stuff, I feel like some of them niggas was like maniacs. I remember I had a teacher in 5th grade who used to like lock the boys out of the room and have like the girls in there feeling his muscles and stuff. And as a kid, I'm just like, okay, um, this is strange, but I guess, that's teacher and student bond. But I'm 5th grade and I'm a little slow. And I probably got a whole bunch of shit on my mind from all the trauma I'm dealing with in the house. So I just think that's normal. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many more things, and maybe I'll even do a part 3 to this because this video is probably already super long as it is. And I just know that people our age don't usually have the attention span. And my goal isn't to just be some nigga talking, some nigga getting views, just some nigga on camera trying to repeat information. It's like I'm really trying to help people come to an understanding. That's just what it is. It's just all about helping people. And this is the best way I feel like to make major changes in your life, start to put that value back on yourself, and to help you in your shadow work is to realize that a lot of the shit that we've been going through is crazy. And that's why you can't see yourself as something great or imagine great things in your life because you're not even used to good experiences. You might not even be used to someone talking to you loving. That's supposed to be something so basic, but we're not used to it. So it's like you may not ever want it. When somebody come around with some kind words, it could be overwhelming. I'm telling you, sometimes that shit could be overwhelming. I'm speaking from experience. I'm so used to a nigga trying to rob you or hate on you, which is still love, but I'm not trying to be technical. I'm being like, you so used to a nigga always got something negative to say. You just used to that shit. So I hope this video helps. I hope it paints a picture in your mind. You know what I'm saying? This is very important to me. I can't talk too much about, I know I probably talked more about the male experience because obviously I'm a male, but I also think that's important as well because I don't really think niggas speak up a lot about this. But yo, a lot of times you thinking you a player and shit because you young with older women or young, doing certain shit, but you a victim. You just at a young age, never even taught to keep your energy to yourself or to like you just giving it away. Like you never even had a chance with it. And that's why you just do that now. That's why you might just give your money away, give your resources away. Just open up your energy to anybody. And I'm not even talking about in a sexual way. I'm just talking about in general. You just giving it away because it's just been you used to it being taken from you against your will, so I don't know if that last part was gibberish because now that I'm talking, I'm like ready to end before I feel like I just start rambling. But yeah, again, I hope this video helps. I'm definitely gonna do a part 3. That part 3 gonna touch on more things like don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what I'm meant to talk about. But yeah.